I'm Sheila. I'm a yoga teacher at the Red Wing YMCA, and we all miss you. Today I have just about a 10-minute energizing yoga flow. I know we're sitting a lot, more maybe than we're used to, but we also might not have time for a full 45-minute practice or a 60-minute practice. So today we're just gonna have a little 10-minute energizing flow. So grab your yoga mat, or a piece of carpet, towel, whatever you want, and let's get started. Come on. We're gonna start in extended child's pose. So come down on your mat. Go ahead and bring your big toes to touch, knees as wide as the mat, and when you're ready, let those hips float down and back. When you're also ready, then go ahead and release that head to the ground. Hands are long in front of you, opening up those shoulders. Take a few inhales and a few exhales. Now on your next inhale, just lift that upper body a little bit off the mat so you can walk your hands through center to either side and let your head release back down for a nice little side body stretch. Take a few breaths there. Now on your next inhale, let's lift that upper body, come through the center, and let's walk those hands to the opposite side. Okay, let our head come down to the mat. Awesome. All right, now let's walk those hands back to the center, and let's come on up into our tabletop position. Okay, wrists are under shoulders, knees are under hips. Tops of feet or shoelaces are engaged with the mat. And let's move into a few of those cows and cats, all right? So on an inhale, let's drop our belly, lift our gaze, open our heart for cow. Exhale, tuck that chin, round that spine, come into that Halloween cat. Inhale, drop that belly, lift that gaze for cow. Exhale, tuck that chin, tuck that tail for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Now let's come back to that neutral spine. Maybe you just want to send your hips out one direction and then the other little side to side movement to loosen them up. Awesome. From here, we are going to move into our high plank or knees plank. So let's bring those toes back. Hands are near the edges of your mat. Fingers are facing forward. Middle fingers are right out forward. Okay? Take a moment to align yourself. Pull that belly in. Shoulders are over wrists. Push the earth away with those fingers, all right? Now take another breath here. And on your next exhale, push up and back into your down dog. All right, take a second in that down dog to find your down dog. All right, maybe you want to come up on all of your toes, lowering one foot, then the other foot. Really push into the fingertips and the knuckles on your hand. So you're clawing into that yoga mat. Keep breathing. All right, now from here, we're going to move into our flow by inhaling that right leg high, bending that knee, helping or stepping it through to find that low lunge. All right, while we're in that low lunge, we're going to drop the opposite hand with that opposite foot, and we are going to open up to the side for a low lunge twist. Keep breathing, wiggle those fingers to activate the muscles in that arm. Come back on down. From here, we're going to spin that back foot. We're going to come up into our warrior two, all right? So find your warrior two, knee over ankle. Front heel is aligned with your back heel or your back arch. Head over heart, shoulders over hips. Strong gaze over that front middle finger. Now let's flip that palm and reverse that warrior. Come on back to your warrior two. Let's move into extended side angle by reaching forward, letting that front arm come to the front thigh. Back arm comes up and over. So we have this long line of energy from our fingertips all the way down to that back foot. Now push into your yoga mat as if you're splitting it apart. Come back to that warrior two. All right, let's straighten that front leg. Let's reverse our triangle. Really breathing into this side body, opening it up. Now come on back to that warrior two. Moving into extended triangle. Let's straighten that front leg and let's reach and reach, and then let that front hand come down to that shin or to the floor. Open up this shoulder, this heart, and breathe. Keep pushing into your feet, activating those legs. All right, now let's pull that belly in, push into the feet. Come on back to that warrior two. Fantastic. Let's let those arms come down, roll those shoulders. Let's bring our feet parallel or slightly pigeon-toed. Go ahead and bring your hands out in front of you, back sides of your hands together. We're going to bring them behind our back, interlace the fingers, roll those shoulders down in the back, and let's prepare for a wide leg forward fold. So let's take a nice deep inhale. And on our exhale, let's begin to hinge at the hips, bending forward. And let's let that upper body come down. If you wish, you can keep your hands clasped or go ahead and release them down to the mat. Maybe you want them to come down where your face is. Maybe you want to grab your ankles. We'll stay here for just a few breaths, so find your position. Now, wherever your hands are, let's bring them underneath our face. Put a good bend in those knees as we roll up. Fantastic. Roll those shoulders down and back. And now let's reverse to get our warrior in the other direction. All right? Take a moment to set up that warrior in the opposite direction. Adjust your clothing if need be, right? All right. Let's gaze over that front middle finger. Let's flip that palm and reverse our warrior. Opening up this side body, let air and light come in. Now let's come back to that warrior two. Moving into extended side angle, let's let that front arm come down to that front thigh. Back arm comes up or all the way over. Spark those fingertips, make sure they're alive. Push into those feet as if we're pushing that yoga mat apart. Pull that belly into the spine and let's come on back to that warrior two. Awesome, let's straighten that front leg and reverse our triangle. Come on back to that warrior two. Now let's move into extended side angle, straightening that front leg, reaching, reaching, reaching. Let that front arm come down to that front thigh. Top arm is lifted or, well, let's just keep it lifted. If you need to, if you wish to put it in a bind, that works well too. We won't be here that long. Pull that belly in, push into those feet, come on back to that warrior two. Let's straighten that front leg. Come on up and let's just open that heart into five-pointed star. And let's come back to that warrior two. Let's cartwheel down to frame that front foot. Move back into that down dog, just right where we were before. All right. Take a few last breaths in your down dog before we start walking up into our forward fold. All right, for this first part of the forward fold, let's put a good bend in our knees. Let our belly and our chest come to rest on our thighs. Let our arms hang, roll out those wrists, and then let's slowly straighten those legs. Shake that head yes, shake that head no. Come back to yes. And now from here, let's bring those hands up to our halfway lift, our number 7 look. Shoulders away from the ear, belly pulled in, tail slightly tucked. Exhale into that forward fold. Now let's bend our knees, circle sweep those arms up, coming into our tall mountain. Exhale into cactus arms. Open that heart. Inhale, hands through heart center. Thanks for joining me in this short flow practice. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.